Alright, what up everybody? So today I'm going to be working on my compressor here from Harbor Freight. Here's what happens when I turn it on. It goes like that. Just hums, makes noise, then it pops the breaker. So I'm going to attempt to fix that. So I'm going to rip it down and see what's going on, and then I'm going to see if it's internal or if it's the capacitor, which is under here. I'm just going to kind of check everything, so let's check it out. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these bolts here. Next, we're going to remove this. Next thing I want to do is I want to take this off. And then these 4 bolts. There's some reed valves in here. Then there's another valve right here. It's just a little piece of metal. Make sure those are not cracked. Next thing we want to do is remove inside that compressor there. That's the lobe that the piston rides on. As you can see, this is spinning super freely. And even when I had the head on, it was actually spinning good. So it's leading me to believe that this right here is my culprit. So give me a second, let me slap it back together and see what happens. So I went ahead and slid this piston back into the head. It's not very hard. You do have piston rings in there, but then that just slides in. And then this right here, it's going to go back onto that connecting rod down there. Okay, so as you can see that it's still getting hung up. It's pumping air, but it does get hung up every now and then, as you just saw. So I think it's its capacitor. I don't think it has enough charge. It's not holding charge and releasing it to let you know how, or releasing it to get that initial boost of juice that the motor needs to get that compressor going. So that's my next culprit is going to be that, yeah, it's going to be that capacitor. So, all right, next we're going to put these reed valves back on. Take our head. Okay, so my compressor is finally building up some pressure. It's working, but there we go. We still get that when we flip it on, that humming noise. It's just slowly wants to turn, almost like it's got too much compression. But the thing is it's really not that hard to spin. So like I said, this capacitor most likely went bad. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to take the numbers off the capacitor, which is a CBB 65A, 65 amp. It's a 130, I don't know what the farads, plus or minus 5%, 250 volts AC. Anyway, I'm going to go online, I'm going to Google that number so I can find for a capacitor, and then just see if I could get a replacement. Probably not too much, it'll probably be maybe 10-15 bucks. But then I'm just going to make note of which way these wires go, and then I will get it replaced. So I don't think it really matters with the wires, one's an in, one's an out. I don't think it really matters. I'll have to do some research on that, but pretty much that's how you check your compressor. If it's making that weird noise, most likely the capacitor, but I would just take it apart, make sure that everything on the inside is good. You don't have like a bolt backing out or something hitting the case. That's snagging it up. In my case, I didn't. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.